women started coming to him, and he had the opportunity to sort of take his pick and just sort of have experiences. And like a child almost, he was discovering this whole world of women in a way that he hadn't. And then he was involved with this other one named Cupcakes O'Brien.
I thought of him more as a friend. He was, to me, more of a father figure. I didn't take the relationship that seriously. I can't say that I ever was in love with him. He would sing to me occasionally the song that went, and to this day, I don't know that I've ever heard it. I don't know if it's a real song or if it was one he just made up. But it goes something like, mean to me. Why must you be so mean to me?
Mean to me. How can you be mean to me?
This is before my time.
How can you be mean to me?
So yeah, he was crazy about her. And she had him at her beck and call. In other words, she didn't care. She could go off for a week and not even think about him. And he would just agonize the whole week. You know, that one poem about the confused old man driving around in the rain.
Is it cupcakes?
No.
No? Oh, all right. Go ahead.
You're waiting for her, yeah?
No. She'll be mad for a week.
Why are you so mean to me? Why must you be mean to me? Gee, honey, it seems to me you love to see me crying. I don't know why I stay home each night when you say you'll phone. You don't, and I'm left alone, singing the blues and crying.
I remember once going over to his place on Carlton Way, and there was a beat-up old couch on the porch in front, and here's these two absolutely untouched, beautiful, blonde Dutch girls waiting for him to come home. And they wanted to know where he was. I said, well, I guess he's at the track, but I'm meeting him at 5 o'clock. And they said, oh, we want to see Bukowski. I said, well, what do you want to see him for? She said, oh, to fuck him.
While reading your book, Women, one could get the impression that for you, a woman is nothing more than a behind and a pair of tits.
Oh, come on. You read it and that's all you got? You didn't even get the parts where I cried in bed because tears came to my face because I invited two women to have Thanksgiving with me and I didn't know which one to go to. I mean, no, there are many moments in there where I looked like a complete asshole and I felt like one. No, I just wasn't jumping into bed and fucking and jumping out of bed. I'm sorry. It would be nice for me to say that and pretend I'm the tough guy, but I'm not that tough.
But in your stories, love is always a synonym for sexual intercourse.
Where do you
That's
get
not too romantic.
Where do you get this crap, baby? Love is a dog from hell. That's all. It has its own agonies. It brings its own agonies with it. But I mean, I don't know where you get your concepts from, man. You're really fucked up.
You know, I remember that there was a moment where he and I talked about it, in the sense that accusations of misogyny. And he said really simply, you know, everybody who's read it knows that on a percentage basis, I treat men worse every time, you know, and And in essence, he does, because so much is autobiographical, and it's about making mistakes in a messy world.
Oh, this is called The Shower. We like to shower afterwards. I like the water hotter than she. And her face is always soft and peaceful. And she'll wash me first, spread the soap over my balls, lift the balls, squeeze them, then wash the cock. Hey, this thing is still hard. Then get all the hair down there, the belly, the back, the neck, the legs. I grin, 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 and then I wash her. Another kiss, and she gets out first, toweling, sometimes singing while I stay in. Turn the water on hotter, feeling the good times of love's miracle. Linda, you brought it to me. Sorry. When you take it away, chew it slowly and easily. Make it as if I were dying in my sleep instead of in my life. Amen. See? I'm getting this way. Sentimental. Shit, I'm sorry. That's the one I split with after 5 years. It's not a very good reading.
Linda.
Linda, yeah. I read you the wrong poem. Shit. Getting softer and softer, kid.
And during that time, I met him at a poetry reading in L.A. at the Troubadour. But he was still doing all this research with women, so I had no intention of becoming a girlfriend or anything. So we just sort of evolved a friendship, and I was somebody he'd always call on the phone, and he'd talk to me about all these other women, and then it just got more and more involved, and the women came in and out and went through his life, and finally his research was complete. And I ended up there. They were all gone. We got rid of them.
He did a beautiful painting for this. We reproduced that. It's still on the cover. This book is in about a 30th printing. And then he used to send me these letters that women would write him who got the book. He received a torrent of mail, hundreds of these letters, all begging to meet him and offering him all kinds of delightful experiences. And here's one. This woman has decided to take off all her clothes and lay in a tub and read women. She would very much like to meet him. So she was trying to make a connection there.
When they started coming around, I said, now I'm going to catch up on all that I haven't had, you see. One night I was in bed with 6 different women in a row.
Sure.
I felt, God, I must be something. But I wasn't, I was just catching up on my own background. So finally I got ashamed of what I was doing and I stopped. But I got a novel out of it anyhow. Yeah.
And how's your sex life these days?
Fair to middling. How's yours?
What's about the cross over there,
That. Well, that's Germany. I was born there, see. This reminds me.
You know what kind of cross it is?
Not really.
Iron Cross.
Iron Cross.
He had published little fragments in magazines and in little chapbooks about his early life, and I really wanted him to write